Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if I could please ask everyone to be on the feet and remain standing for the entrance of the bride and groom. Please put your hands together, make some noise for Mr. and Mrs. Richardson. Ladies and gents, you may now take your seats. Thank you.
Oh, I've been right dropped in it here, haven't I? Do I need that? I'd like to welcome you all to the wedding, obviously, of Peter and Helen. Helen being my daughter, by the way. But first of all, before we go into the rest of it, I'd ask for a bit of a tribute to the people I put down here as missing in action, because we've got Richard White, who was Helen's previous dad, and sadly he's passed away. Peter Ratcliffe, who was Liz's dad, and he's sadly passed, and obviously Christine Richardson. So if we could have a minute's silence and reflection before I go into the rest of the speech, I'd be very grateful. Thank you very much. Now all three of those people that were mentioned would have been as proud as we are of Helen and Peter getting married. And I think it was only right that we had that tribute to them. Now, Peter, I know, has welcomed us into the Richardson family. There's not much of our family left, to be honest with you. But we're very proud and grateful that you've taken us into your arms and welcomed us into the Richardson family. Peter, when we first met him, we heard he was called Dr. Doolittle because he had a way with animals, and animals had a way with Peter. And anywhere Peter went up at the farm where we were living at the time, the animals followed. So you'd have a trail, you'd have Peter going up the track, and you'd have a trail of goats and horses and chickens, ducks, and all the rest of the menagerie that we had up there. And they loved him to bits, and he loved them. And we thought at the time, there's nothing wrong with a person like Peter that likes animals like that. He's going to look after him. And we always felt that to be the case. And we're very proud that we're here today celebrating this union between the two. And one of the other things Peter did which, to be honest, I don't think many young men of Peter's area would have done, because they haven't been long together, Helen and Peter, as we know that when Liz, because we know Liz is not good in health, and she did struggle up at that farm, especially when I was working the shifts that I had to work as a train driver, and the nights that I had to do and leave, and Liz was on her own in that farm. That Peter would come up and help, and he'd do anything that what was required, chopping logs, carting fuel into the house so that we could keep the house going, helping with mucking out the horses and the other animals, feeding them. And we're very grateful to Peter for that, because it was a massive help. It really was an absolute massive help. He doesn't understand really how much of a help that was. So thank you, Peter, for that. And it was one of the reasons why Helen's dad, Peter, all the best people seem to be called Peter, don't they? No, it was Helen's. It was Liz's dad, because he was a very strict person. He came from, it was old-fashioned. He came from an era where, he'd been in the military, and he wanted things doing right, but he took to Peter. That was the endorsement that we needed, because if he liked Peter, then we like Peter. It's as simple as that. We are very proud of Helen. She was the first of our family, and now the Richardsons, to go to university. She came out of university with a first in archaeology, which was a massive achievement, really massive achievement. And again, Peter helped her. He stood by her because she was in Bradford in a student accommodation, and Peter was left, without. I mean, let's be honest about this. A lot of guys, a lot of geezers these days, just wouldn't have entertained that. And he stood by her, and he's here now. And I just also say that we're now, luckily, and I'm very grateful for this, handing Helen over to Peter, because it's now your problem now. No more handouts.
That's what you think.
Free at last.
No, we'll
anyway,
never be free of them.
Anyway, without any further to do, I'd like you to raise your glasses and wish the happy couple all the time in the world. Helen and Peter. Thank you very much.
Oh, can we have a big round of applause for Peter? Welcome everyone. Beautiful speech. And now over to the main man himself. Keep the applause going for Peter.
On behalf of the wife and I, we would like to welcome you all to our special day. And thank you for coming. We're thrilled to have family and close friends with us today. We know some have travelled long away to be here today, and we feel honoured. I can only say it wouldn't be the same without all these being here today. Some thought this day would never come, the bride being one.
It's very true.
We want to thank Peter, the bride's father, for his deep pockets and paying for the wedding. Yes, we're going to pay it back, which is something new to Ellen. So we are grateful for all this help and hope he knows how much we appreciate for what he's done. We also want to thank Sally and the team here at Norton for putting up an amazing day for us and help us put this together in 6 months. I suppose this is the part of the speech where I talk about the new wife. Let's face it, this day is mostly about her. But yet again, so is every other day. I think we all can agree she looks beautiful today. And I feel lucky to be able to say I have her as a wife. I couldn't have wished for any more perfect than her. It took us 9 years. But I always said, one day if the nagging stops, it'd work. So as she expected to be here for the wedding, and we all look forward to sharing this day with you, with everyone. Thank you.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Peter. And now, for the speech you've all been waiting for, please give it up for the best man, Austin.
Right, good afternoon everybody. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and Peter. Right, for those who don't know me, I'm Austin, I'm the best man. I'm last in pecking order of what he asked for, so just one of the things. Thank you all for this wonderful occasion to see Peter and Ellen start their lifelong journey together as man and wife. I'd like to thank Peter and Liz for being an amazing person to be good enough for our Peter. So, you know, it's one of them, and you know, they're both good together and a long life together. Knowing Peter for over 19 years, it's probably been the hardest 19 years I've ever had. You know what I mean? I'm only joking. You know what I mean? It's weird. I struggle a lot when I'm in this kind of environment. I mean, speech, it's just not for me. Everybody knows Peter, you know, from work, from friends, from, you know, he is a special person. You know what I mean? I mean, special as in special, you know, he's that kind of person. There was one time that when he was younger, his mum grounded him for 4 weeks. And he was proper devastated. And he was that devastated, he said to his mum, he went, "Mum, you know, it's 4 weeks, a month, it's a long time. I'll do 6 weeks for you." He didn't realise that 6 weeks were more than 4 weeks, you know, a month. So yeah, his mum took to that, and you know, he had to wash up for 6 weeks. So any of yous that want an employee and only pay 4 weeks and get 6 weeks work, this is the man for you. You know what I mean? He is that, you know. Oh, I'm trying to think, you know, here.
Can I hire him, Austin?
So what?
Can I hire him out?
Oh, of course, honestly, any of you, you'll get 6 weeks out of him. You know. Right, I'm lost here now. Oh man. Yeah, no, honestly, Peter, he is a genuine guy, you know what I mean? He would do anything for anybody. You know what I mean? There's even he'll go out in the sun being ginger and not burn. You know what I mean? He gets a tan. Now that is that kind of special. You know what I mean? There's not one special person that I know that's ginger that doesn't burn, apart from him. You know, but yeah, he's a one in a million, and I'm glad to be, you know, stood next to him. I could say a lot of silly things about Peter, but he being a great brother, son and friend makes me forget about all the silly things he does, because he's who he is, you know. He has a heart of gold, and we can't wait to watch and be part of your journey and your family. Be your family grow. Ellen, we're glad that you're part of our family. The good times, the bad times, and the ugly times. But there's no going back. That's it, you're here. Thank you, Ellen, for taking this special lad into your life, as well as ours. The padlock shows. So, no, I'd just like to thank Peter for, you know, letting me be your best man, and it's been an honour, you know, and a privilege. So, each one of you, can you raise a glass, please? To Peter and Ellen, and the missed ones. To Peter and Ellen.
Right, I'm not going to stand up because I can't get this dress back on this chair. I'm just going to read a few words that Peter had written about his mum. So, I mean, most of you now know that obviously we lost our beloved Christine 2 weeks ago, an absolutely devastating loss for the family. We've lost a mother and a nana, and it's been incredibly hard. She's been so excited about being here, but we know that she's here with us. We've got a candle burning there for her. Everything we've done today, we've done so we can make her proud. And I'd just like you to all raise a glass to Christine, to Mum, to Nana. We love you, we miss you, and we wish you were here with us today. Thank you.
To Christine.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this afternoon's speeches. Please can I have one final round of applause for Peter